Building software. It's a complex undertaking. Your users want the latest and greatest. They want to enjoy using your products as well. Your CEO wants to see value from their investment. They want it yesterday. The technology options are complex. Which one do you pick? What about the most important thing? Your customer. Can we make sure they are happy? Scrum provides a way to manage all of these things. It's a simple guide as opposed to a lengthy recipe book that provides guidance on the road to our truth. It tells us what are the most vital roles and responsibilities that we can take on to help ensure the journey is a safe one, despite the potholes we will no doubt encounter along the way. Scrum gives us a way to shine a light on all of this. So, how? Let's start with some roles. Scrum gives us just 3 roles that people take on as a part of a team. What are these roles? Firstly, we should have someone to guide us on what to build, and in Scrum, it's called the product owner. This is someone who knows and understands the business we are building the product for. They interact with the users, developers, and other stakeholders to gain information to build a list of what to build in an artifact called a product backlog. Scrum calls these items on the product backlog items. The product backlog items are dynamic. They can move up and down the list or be removed, and the content of them can vary, and they still can be split into smaller items if they are too big. The product owner role is huge and can be overwhelming for even the most talented of individuals. It can take time for the person filling this role to become adept at all of its demands. We also have someone who helps guide the building. It's not a project manager, but someone who helps the people building the product self-organize to produce the best value. They do things that provide information of the progress. They help the product owner understand what is to be built. They do what is needed to help the team progress, including removing blockers and interruptions, at the same time never telling the team how to do the work. They are called the Scrum Master. And then we have the people who build the product, the team. In Scrum, those people are called developers. They do anything and everything that is needed to get the product done. Be that analysis, coding and testing, and everything in between. So how do we organize ourselves to do the work? With Scrum, because we value feedback, we organize the work, the product backlog items, into a block of time called a sprint. Most Scrum teams settle on a 2-week duration for their sprints, but not usually longer than 4 weeks. Enough time to deliver something useful and usable, and potentially shippable, but not too long that we miss out on vital feedback. When a team starts a sprint, the developers and the product owner get together to discuss what to build in a meeting called sprint planning. In the first part of the meeting, the product owner presents the ordered product backlog. The product owner gives the team an idea of what are the most important items to build next. Developers ask the product owner more questions about the items, developing a feel for what they feel confident about delivering. The team also considers the rate at which they delivered working items in the past, usually referred to as velocity, to form a commitment on what they can deliver. They form a vision of what they will deliver by crafting a sprint goal, which is the guiding purpose for the sprint. The second part of sprint planning is done by the developers. It's about deciding how the work is done. The product owner is still available and in easy reach to add further clarifying detail when needed. Whilst doing this, the team discovers more information via designs and further work breakdown, which could also mean adjustments to agreement made in the first part of sprint planning. After this, the sprint starts. The developers are working to deliver the items that deliver on the sprint goal, keeping in mind there is little wiggle room for innovation. They make sure what does get delivered is complete and done. Teams define what they believe is ready to ship in an artifact called the definition of done. Stuff like unit tested, software builds without errors, acceptance tests pass. The product owner is always available to answer questions and view demos of the product progress, and the team is available to the product owner to help them build the picture going forward. It's called backlog grooming, and a 10% budget for this is what most teams settle on. The Scrum Master is there, removing obstacles and shielding the team from unnecessary distractions so they can concentrate on what they do best. The Scrum Master is facilitating the daily Scrum, or ensuring it happens. The daily Scrum is a pivotal part of the team's day. It helps them understand where they have got to as a team, where they intend to go for the day, and what could be blocking them from getting there. They gather around the most important items and get them done. Looking at the task board is a useful aid in this meetup. Towards the end of the sprint, a couple of important feedback meetings occur. The first is called the Sprint Review. Here the completed product increment is presented to the product owner and any other interested stakeholders. Importantly, this is not the first time they are seeing this. Moreover, the Sprint Review is a formal opportunity for the team, the product owner, and other stakeholders to reflect on what was produced. The team can give a broad idea of how it was produced, helping others understand the effort involved. Feedback from the product owner and stakeholder combine, and this can have an effect on timelines and planning for the next sprint. The product owner formally accepts completed items, and incomplete items go back on the backlog to be reprioritized. The final meeting is reserved primarily for the developers and facilitated by the Scrum Master. The product owner can be involved, but will be mindful about what they say, being more invited to speak. The meeting is called the Sprint Retrospective, whereby the team comes together to reflect on how the sprint went. It's the opportunity to improve. Scrum is not big, so with Scrum, you can just start doing it. You can start today. Just take what you want to do now and start. Make mistakes and learn. Scrum. Join tens of thousands of users in the leading Scrum tool. ScrumDo lets you focus on the work, instead of managing Scrum, ScrumBan, or Kanban. Sign up for a free trial today at ScrumDo.com.
ScrumDo helps optimize your business by getting more done in less time and helping to identify what gives you the most competitive advantage. ScrumDo also has sophisticated tools for larger organizations to help manage complex coordination activities across multiple teams, while still making it easy to learn and use for any audience, be it individuals, teams, leaders, owners, or customers. ScrumDo makes collaboration seamless and customizable. It's as easy as drag and drop. Notwithstanding the ease of use, ScrumDo's Agile partners help organizations onboard easily, manage work, and facilitate engagement and insights that help you build a culture of excellence. Integrate ScrumDo into your existing ecosystem with scores of popular integrations like Microsoft Outlook, Google, GitHub, Basecamp. ScrumDo helps you hone the time and money spent by your teams and colleagues by helping you prioritize effectively. ScrumDo helps generate insights into employees' and customers' actual experiences. Various key performance indicators are designed to help build resilience in the organization and boost productivity in a humane way. Experience a better organization operating system with no obligation. Start your free trial of ScrumDo and start working better.